I've always wanted to work with animals, and I applied over and over for PetSmart, but I never knew that there was this side to working with animals.
Oh, hello. Hi.
They're really social animals. They're great because they'll always come running over to come say hi, and you make something new that they're curious about, and they're like, oh, well, what is that? Let me get up for that. I don't know how else to explain them besides being kind of like a cat, but bigger and wild.
This bloodline was here since 1924, part of the MGM bloodline. It was just a place for them to go. They got a bath to go to work. We drove them to work. They got to hang out for 4 to 6 hours, depending on the shift they worked. And then they come home and hang out, and we take in a different set. Today, 40 years later, they're no longer on display at the hotel, so they pretty much get to hang out and just do what they normally would do. And we allow the tourists to come in and view them and interact with them here at the ranch.
Growing up here, since we didn't have a zoo, all we had was the hotels, and most of that you can't go to until you're 21 anyway. So I think it's tough for kids to grow up here because there's nothing for kids. It's all about an adult industry, and here it's great for kids because it's very educational. We talk to a lot of kids and talk about the animals, and if they come here, they can, relate and learn about lions and learn about giraffes and learn about ostriches. That's my favorite part, when we have people that return over and over and over again. That's what I hope people do. I hope they come out and support what we do.
We don't have a zoo in this town, and that's what I'd like to build. There's no giraffe here in the state of Nevada until I brought one in. So now all the school kids at least get to see what one looks like. They can feed it. They don't have to travel 250 miles to the LA area to go see the closest giraffe. Everybody that comes here loves this, but we just don't get enough traffic yet to cover it. So right now I'm funding it all out of my retirement fund, and if I don't figure out how to do it to generate more income, I'll have to shut it down to the public and just keep the lions private for myself, because my biggest expense is maintaining extra staff to bring in the public. I'll always be here for the cats that are here now until I die. But I'd love to be able to step back and let younger generations experience what I experience.
Hello. He's gonna look at me.
I definitely love being here, and I've never really thought about leaving here. I went on vacation for 2 weeks in the summertime, and the whole 2 weeks I kept thinking about one of my favorite cats on property. I'm like, oh, I wonder if he misses me. I wonder what he's doing. I hope he's okay. And then I couldn't sleep the night before coming back to work. So yeah, it is tough to leave this place because you're always thinking about, I'm always thinking about the cats and hoping to come back to them. So I'm always excited to come back.
90% or more of the people in the United States are never going to get to Africa to see these animals in the wild. So they have no connection to whether they get saved or not. And even now that the lions are getting considered to be put on the endangered species list, our government's allowed a provision where people can still go trophy shoot them. And that's our biggest hope and effort here, is that by the way we interact with the lions, people will see that there's another side to them. They're not just a predator that justifies shooting, and they'll want to save them. Well, critics are the people that don't want anybody to own any animal, and it's really cute to say everybody belongs in the wild, but nobody's protecting the animals in the wild. So I'm real comfortable owning the animals here in private, where somebody can come up and see them, understand what they do and what they are, and hopefully go save those animals in the wild instead of just talking about it on the internet.